Have you ever wanted some random freak on the internet to make a video going through your favorite childhood dolls? Well, do I have the video for you.
We're Lalaloopsy, we're Lalaloopsy, made with magic and love, we're Lalaloopsy.
Hi, I'm Penelope Peculiar and welcome to part 2 of my insanely deep dive into Lalaloopsy. In this part, we're going to be going over every single Lalaloopsy doll, toy, fashion, playset, literally everything that was released by the franchise between 2010 and until today, basically. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, so you might want to grab a snack and maybe some water, and let's get right on into the video. Lalaloopsy is a doll line released in 2010, manufactured by MGA Entertainment. First released under the name Bitty Buttons, however, everyone knows these cute plastic rag dolls as Lalaloopsies. There are so many releases to get through, but we do have to start at the very beginning. Of course, beginning with the 8 dolls released at launch. These being Pillow Feather Bed, Crumb Sugar Cookie, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top, Spot Splatter Splash, Jewel Sparkles, Dot Starlight, and Bee Spells a Lot, who was the first doll in the original release to not have black eyes, as she has blue eyes. These cute dolls came in the cutest packaging, shaped like a house. The world building with Lalaloopsy was magnificent. The dolls, the packaging, everything fit the aesthetic, even the fact that the handle was removable and possibly a headband. I need an inbox Lalaloopsy so bad. Later that year in the fall, 4 new Lalaloopsies were introduced, these being Blossom Flower Pot, Tippy Tumbelina, and our first 2 doll pack. The first and only Lalaloopsy twins, Sunny Side Up and Berry Jars and Jam. The cat and mouse button tails were released on the 7th of December of 2010. These little stuffies had interchangeable parts like different ears and tails, as the name suggests. That was everything Lalaloopsy would put out in 2010. It's for 6 months on the shelves, but there is so much more to come. 2011 started off strong with the first Lalaloopsy fashions. Swimsuits, pajamas, and dress fashions came out. These are super cute and allowed more playability with the dolls, as they now had new outfits for new adventures. Shortly after that, the world of Lalaloopsy expanded, introducing Lalaloopsy Littles, the little sister variations of the large dolls previously available on shelves. In the first release, 4 littles would come out. These being Bundles Fluff and Stuff, the sister of Mittens, Specs Reads a Lot, Bee's little sister, who shares her unique blue eyes, Sprinkle Spice Cookie, the little sister of Crumbs, and Squirt Little Top, who of course is Peanut Big Top's sister. The spring of 2011 would bring 4 new characters to Lalaloopsy. The first boy Lalaloopsy doll, Patch Treasure Chest, then Sahara Mirage, Marina Anchors, and Misty Mysterious. The next release was Magnetic Paper Dolls. I quite literally didn't know these existed until I started researching this video, but they're super cute. I think paper dolls are so fucking cool. Like, wow. And now is where the mini Lalaloopsies were born. Okay, time for my first cop-out. I am not going to be telling you every single time a Lalaloopsy series is released. However, I am instead going to list them all off, starting right now, going in alphabetical order, starting with Anna Double Scoops, Autumn Spice, Bailey Sticks and Straws, Bijou Treasure Trove, Blush Pink Pastry, Boo Scaredy Cat, Bouncer Fluffy Tail, Bun Bun Sticky Icing, Candy Broomsticks, Choco Whirl Swirl, Clarity Glitter Gazer, Cotton Hopalong, Curls and Locks, Darling Brightside, Dazzle and Gleam, Dollop Light and Fluffy, Fries Curls and Crinkles, Grapevine Stripes, Happy Daisy Crown, Jelly Wiggle Jiggle, June Seashores, Kitty Be Brave, Lucky Little Bug, May Little Spring, Noel Northport, Patty Burgers and Buns, Pete R. Can Fly, Pizza Cutie Pie, Peanut Tropicali, Plum Flitter Flutter, Prince Handsome, Pumpkin Candlelight, Seed Sunburst, Sprout Sunshine, Sticks Boom Crash, Sweater Snowstorm, Tangerine Citrus Zest, Tart Berry Basket, Tinny Ticker, Tuffet Miss Muffet, Twisty Twirls, Valentina Hugs and Kisses, Velvet Be Mine, and Wacky Hatter. Okay, we are finally done with the list. As well as most of the regular Lalaloopsy characters having their own minis. I hope you can now see why I chose to do it this way. Save me a little bit of time. Moving back to our regularly scheduled program. In May of 2011, the first Lalaloopsy mini playsets were released, these being Bee's School Bus, Peanuts Ferris Wheel, Pillow's Sleepover, Crumb's Tea Party, and Barry's Kitchen. Around the same time, furniture was released for the large-sized dolls, a bed, stove, and a couch. I need the couch, the orange couch. I need it so bad. Outerwear fashions, as well as a set of skeleton pajamas, were the next release from Lalaloopsy. Now your dolls can go outside in the cold where they were previously forbidden. Dun dun dun. 2 more Lalaloopsy mini playsets were released after that, the Treehouse and Joel's Primin Party. The next release from Lalaloopsy was more characters, woohoo! Peppy Pom Poms, and Swirly Figure 8, and 2 more 2-doll packs. These are Sir Battlescarred and Lady Still Waiting, and then Pepper Pots and Pans and Ace Fender Bender. Our next Lalaloopsy boys, there are not many. Next, Lalaloopsy introduced the Silly Hair dolls, giving us Jewel Sparkles and Crumb Sugar Cookie with new silly hair. The silly hair in question was movable tubes. The dolls also came with some hair accessories. In the fall of 2011, 2 new dolls were unveiled, Rosie Bumps and Bruises and Ember Flicker Flame. Next, the So Sweet Dollhouse for the mini Lalas came out, and it is so sweet, as the name might suggest. The RC Cruiser was released during this time. Several different remote-controlled vehicles were released for the Lalaloopsies over the years. I am obsessed with the button controllers. I remember the craze of remote-controlled cars for your dolls. Very 2010s. Moving on, the next release was more Lalaloopsy fashions, a really cute bee costume. Our next 2-doll pack was Rosie Bumps and Bruises and Misty Mysterious. Kind of a strange pairing in my opinion, but very exciting nonetheless. The next release was the very first collector's edition Lalaloopsy, Suzette La Suite, very cute rococo fashion. Finally, the Lalaloopsy Littles got some fashion packs, some pajamas, a bath towel, and some cute dresses, allowing your littles to grow their closets as well. And as winter of 2011 came, just in time for the holiday season, Holly's Sleigh Bells was released as a Walmart exclusive doll, as well as a winter assortment of new characters to love, including Prairie Dusty Trails, Pixie Flutters, and our first mermaid doll, Coral Seashells. But it's quite silly because she is not a mermaid. She's just wearing a costume, and she comes with another swimsuit. So, fake mermaid, but she also comes with this cutie pie I love. And that brings us to the end of 2011, an insane amount of releases for the first full year that Lalaloopsy was available on shelves. But again, we have barely just scratched the surface. Our very first Lalaloopsy dolls of 2012 were Forest Evergreen, which is me, IRL, if you were ever curious, and Toffee Cocoa Cuddles, who is the one and only Lalaloopsy to have brown eyes, and the first of 2 to have heart-shaped cheek blushes. Next, more mini Lalaloopsy toys were released. I couldn't find very good images of these toys or very much information, but it's the Silly Pet Parade Wagons and Motorized Train. They're so cute, but I literally, once again, had never heard of them prior to researching for this video. Now, the Lalaloopsy Soft Dolls came out. Series 1 of this line consisted of Pillow Featherbed, Bee Spells a Lot, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, and Crumb Sugar Cookie. I have 3 of the dolls from, Bee fell, but I have 3 of the dolls from this line. I love them. More dolls would be added to the Silly Hair line, these being Bee Spells a Lot, Prairie Dusty Trails, Peanut Big Top, Pixie Flutters, Spot Splatter Splash, and Suzette La Suite. My next cop-out has arrived, I fear. It's the Lalaloopsy Micros. If you watched my last video, you know how I feel. These were, of course, the Lalaloopsy blind bags. There were 5 series of these toys throughout the lifespan of Lalaloopsy, each series having 12 different Lalaloopsies to collect, ranging from the dolls themselves to their pets, and then special and mystery editions. Their head and bodies were interchangeable, which is fun, I guess, if that's what you were into. Next, we get a new $2 pack with another interesting combo, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's Ember Flicker Flame and Toffee Cocoa Cuddles. Our next release was 2 new Lalas, Charlotte Charades, who is a mime, and Mingo Tiki Wiki, who is the first Lalaloopsy with green eyes. After that, more Lalaloopsy Littles were released, these being Pita Mirage, the little sister of Sahara Mirage, Scribble Splash, Spot's little sister, Stumbles, Bumps and Bruises, who is Rosie's little, Trinket Sparkles, who of course is Jewel's little sister, and Marina Anchors has our first and only Lalaloopsy little boy, Matey Anchors. Series 2 of the soft dolls came out shortly after the new littles, giving us soft doll versions of Jewel Sparkles, Patch Treasure Chest, Peanut Big Top, and Spot Spotter Splash. Shortly thereafter, in June of 2012, we'd get new playsets for the Lalaloopsy Minis, these being the Silly Funhouse Park and the Carry Along Playhouse, which was a cute house for your dolls that was able to travel with you anywhere. We couldn't go too long without getting new characters, of course, so the next release was 4 new Lalaloopsy dolls, these being Feather Telltale, Cinder Slippers, Cat Jungle Roar. 2012 was the year of soft dolls, apparently, so Series 3 came out shortly after. Sahara Mirage, Misty Mysterious, Marina Anchors, and Blossom Flower Pot were in this series. Next, Tippy's Ballet Recital playset for the minis was released, and following that was the first Silly Hair Littles. This release included Bundles Fluff and Stuff, Scribble Splash, Sprinkle Spice Cookies, Squirt Little Top, and Trinket Sparkles. After this, Stumbles, Bumps, and Bruises was released in a special So Cute Patient set, which includes a plastic stethoscope so you and Stumbles could help make Bear feel all better. Following this, 2 more Lalaloopsy mini playsets were released, this being Marina's Bubble Fun and Camping with Sunny. Next was a cutie gimmick doll, the Silly Hair Star. Her little pigtails were removable, allowing you to put in these silly hair attachments, as well as a cute little top hat. After that, she would spin her hair, and the doll also sang, and invited you to dance and sing along with her. Oh, what's that? You want another Lalaloopsy mini playset? Luckily for you, the next thing MGA released was the Mini Princess Castle, which included an exclusive Goldilocks mini. It's so cute. Our next release was, of course, new Lalaloopsies. The 2012 fall assortment of dolls included Dynamite, a superhero Lala, Pickles BLT, a diner waitress, and Scarlet Riding Hood, which of course is Little Red Riding Hood, but with some cute pink pigtails. At the same time, more Lalaloopsy Littles were released. This included Blanket Featherbed, Feathers Little, Twinkle and Flutters, the little sister of Pixie, Tricky Mysterious, who is Misty's little counterpart, and Trouble Dusty Trails, who... I can hear you now. It's been so long since we had a Lalaloopsy Minis playset. Where are they coming? Like, can we have a new one? Luckily for you, the next release was Scoop Serves Ice Cream. I hope you're happy. And now we have reached the introduction of the Lalaloopsies franchise. Why does it smell like onions in my room now? Moving on. The first release of the Lalaloopsies were the Princess Ballerinas, giving us Anise, Juniper, Numbeg, and Saffron. Next, our final installment of these soft dolls came, including Series 4, Ember Flicker Flame, Pixie Flutters, Rosie Bumps and Bruises, and Tippy Tumbleina. And as we reach the holiday season of 2012, we have some exciting releases to cover. Starting with the beautiful Holiday Collector's Edition doll, Ivory Ice Crystals, and a Target exclusive doll, Snowy Fairest. The final release of 2012 was a new addition to the Lalaloopsies, giving us 2 mermaids, Opal and Water Lily. 2012 was a great year for Lalaloopsy releases, but with that, we have to move into 2013. Our first dolls of 2013 were Scoop's Waffle Cone, Alice in Lalaloopsy Land, April Sunsplash, Cloudy Sky, the third Lalaloopsy with blue eyes, and another So Magical Mermaid. Sandy Starfish, once again, she makes it worth it. I love the blowfish. Next is something I was only able to find one image of on the internet. Please let me know if you know it's real. I barely found any information. It is the Fairy Tale 3-pack that included Snowy Forest, Scarlet Riding Hood, and Alice in Lalaloopsy Land. Please let me know if you know it's real and tell me why Slippers wasn't invited to the party. Following that, new Lalaloopsy dolls in the Silly Hair line were released. This included Marina Anchors and Ember Flicker Flame. The next release was Lalaloopsy Minis. They were released with a playset, this being the 3 Floating Islands playset that included an exclusive doll, Princess Lavender. There was also Princess Sesame, who is exclusive to an RC boat. And then Mermaid Anemone and Mermaid Treasure were available on their own. After that, we got Haley Galaxy, the cute alien Lalaloopsy. The next thing to come from Lalaloopsy was the ponies. I wasn't able to locate exact dates for all of them, so I'm going to, for the most part, cover all of their releases right now. Starting with the large ponies, named Juggles, Shuckers, Snap Pea, and Slippers. Next were the scented fruit ponies, Peanut, Jamberry, Pink Melon, and Tangerine. After them are the cute candy ponies, Ropes, Mocha, Waffles, and Mallow. And who could forget the glitter ponies? Flutterwings, Honeycomb, Lady Bee, and Glowy. And finally, for now, we have the Sleepy Time ponies, Winter Fleece, Ruffle, Star Night, and Pawpaw. Not sure what your grandpa's doing here, but he is tired. After that, more Lalaloopsy Littles were released. Petal Flower Pot, Blossom's Little, Red Fireleaf Flame, Who is Ember's Little, Whiskers Lion Brewer, Cat's Little, and Sherry Charades, the mini mime. And we also got Lalaloopsy Littles. The fairies included Daffodil, Fern, Lilac, and Tulip, and the mermaids included Fin, Gilly, Kelp, and Tadpole. Next, MGA would announce that the Silly Hair line was going to be replaced with the Loopy Hair line. The new hair gimmick was soft yarn that was brushable, so you could style it. They also included some hair accessories. Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top, Pixie Flutters, and Spot Splatter Splash were in the first release of this line. After this, a new kind of doll was released, the Lalaloopsy Workshop Dolls. These dolls allowed you to take them apart and interchange them to create your very own Lalaloopsy doll. This line included Angel, Fairy, Genie, Ice Cream, Sailor, Ballerina, Bunny, Clown, Cowgirl, Mermaid, Nerd, Pirate, and Princess. The next release was mini versions of the ponies. Over its lifespan, 7 carousel sets of mini ponies were released, as well as a holiday edition set that was exclusive to Target. The 2013 summer assortment of dolls introduced us to Minty Stripes, Confetti Carnival, and Teddy Honeypots. After this, we got loopy hair variants of mini dolls, including Jewel Sparkles, Bee Spellsly, Crumbs Sugar Cookie, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top, Pixie Flutters, Spot Splatter Splash, and Tippy Tumbleina. After that, the loopy hair ponies came out to go with your new mini loopy hair dolls. This included Mulberry, Sunny Star, Pink Petal, and Sky Blue. In August of 2013, these So Limited Edition dolls came out to promote the Nick Jr. show. This line included basic dolls of Pillow Featherbed, Crumb Sugar Cookie, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top, Spot Splatter Splash, Jewel Sparkles, Bee Spells a Lot, and Dot Starlight. And deluxe versions of all the same dolls with the addition of Rosie Bumps and Bruises. These deluxe versions came with a mini version of the doll as well. The next release we saw in 2013 was the new Lalaloopsy Horses. This included Hazelnut, Macadamia, Tea Biscuit, Scone, Almond, and Cashew, as well as 4 seahorses named Brittlestar, Dottyback, Sea Squirt, and Sunstar. After that, the much-awaited release of the sister packs. The dolls included in this line were Crumb Sugar Cookie and Sprinkle Spice Cookie, Mittens and Bundles Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top and Squirt Little Top, Bee Spells a Lot and Specs Breeds a Lot, Cat Jungle Roar and Whiskers Lions Roar, Rosie and Stubble's Bumps and Bruises, Pixie and Twiddle and Flutters, Prairie and Trouble Dusty Trails, Ember Flicker and Red Fiery Flame, Charlotte and Sherry Charades, Misty and Tricky Mysterious, Spot Splatter Splash and Scruple Splash, and finally Jewel and Trinket Sparkles. They also released a Loopy Hair Sister doll pack of Crumb Sugar Cookie and Sprinkle Spice Cookie. Then it was finally time for some new Lalaloopsy dolls. At this time, we got Lil Bob Peep, Scrap Stitched and Sewn, Winter Snowflake, and Peggy 7Cs. And some new Lalaloopsy Littles as well. Kiwi, Tiki Wiki, Mango's Little, making her the second and final Lala with the green eyes. And Twisty Tumbelina, the little sister of Tippy Tumbelina. Then the final installment of the Lalaloopsy ponies came. They are the Light Up ponies named Moonglow and Starry Night. The Holidays Collector Edition for 2013 was Goldilocks, and the final release for 2013 was the very first series of the Lalaloopsy babies. This included Crumb Sugar Cookie, Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, and Pillow Featherbed, now as babies. That bringing 2013 to a close, another phenomenal year for Lalaloopsy. 2014 started off great with 6 new Lalaloopsy dolls. These, of course, being Cherry Crisp Crust, Mari Golden Petals, Smiley Wishes, the infamous Yuki Kimono, and the new Bubbly Mermaids who are finally real mermaids, Ocean Sea Breeze and Pearly Seafoam. After this, even more dolls were released: Candle Slice O Cake, Frost Icy Cone, and Rosebud Long Stem. And then, with them, even more Lalaloopsy Littles were released, these being Mimi Love Sweet, Suzette's little sister, Spoon's Waffle Cone, Scoop's Little's counterpart, Tiny Mite, Dynamite's little, and Twirly, Figure 8, Swirly's little sister. After that, you guessed it, more Lalaloopsies. Star Magic Spell, and Stormy Sky, the sister of Cloudy Sky. And then the Color Me dolls were released: Squiggles in Shapes, who is the only Lala with white eyes, as well as Tracy Doodles. These 2 dolls allowed you to customize your own Lalaloopsy with the ability to draw directly on them with the markers supplied. After that, we got the Diaper Surprise Babies. I am afraid. In this line, the babies were Blossom Flower Pot, Peanut Big Top, and Cinder Slippers. Now that we have reached the part of 2014 where the Lalaloopsy Micros were put to rest. But as fast as they left, they were quickly replaced by the Lalaloopsy Teenies. The premise was the same, but the Micros came in blind bags, while the Teenies came in packaging much like Squinkies. They were just very small versions of your favorite Lalaloopsy dolls. Then MJ released loopy hair versions of Bee Spells a Lot and Tippy Tumbelina. The next release is the Lalaloopsy Rolling Ride on Horse, which I almost missed in my research. Was the very last thing I added to my script. It's at this time that the Lalaloopsy Girls were released. Yippee! These being the fashion doll versions of your favorite Lalaloopsy dolls, each coming with color-changing hair, a set of pajamas, and their pet. Wave 1 of the girls included Bee Spells a Lot, Cloudy Sky, Stormy Sky, Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Pixie Flutters, and Suzette La Sweet. Also at this time, the Lalaloopsy Girls remote control car came out. Then the introduction of the Pet Pals came. With the first release, we got Woolly, Purdy, Tickles, and Belly. Then the Lalaloopsy Baby Series 2 came out. This included Bee Spells a Lot, Scoop's Waffle Cone, Spot Splatter Splash, Tippy Tumbelina, Rosie Bumps and Bruises, and Missy Mysterious. The 2014 fall assortment of dolls came next. Dottie Gale Wins, who is Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Queenie Redheart, the second and final Lala to have the heart-shaped blushes. Sweetie Candy Ribbon, Fur Gerzelot, Toasty Sweet Fluff, and Fancy Frost and Glaze. With them, more Lalaloopsy Littles also came out. Beauty Ferris, Bo Bob Peep, Cape Riding Hood, and Ribbon Slipper. The final release of 2014 was Wave 2 of the Lalaloopsy Girls. This wave included Crumb Sugar Cookie, Peanut Big Top, Spot Splatter Splash, Tippy Tumbelina, Peppy Pom Poms, Dynamite, and April Sunsplash. If that seemed so much shorter than all of the years before, that's because it is. Extremely shorter. Every year following this will only get shorter and shorter. We have fully entered the downfall of Lalaloopsy. But the releases are still so amazing, it's quite sad. Anyways, we are now in 2015. Starting off strong with 5 new Lalaloopsies: Charm 7 Carat, Mona Arch Wings, Bluebell Dewdrop, Allegra Leaps and Bounds, and the Stretchy Hair Gimmick Doll. Whirly Stretchy Logs, whose hair was obviously stretchy. She also came with some hair clips. Lalaloopsy Teenies, now with hair, because that is exactly what you were asking for. I know it is. Lalaloopsy Girls Wave 3 was the next release. This wave included Prairie Dusty Trails and Furry Girls a lot. Pet Pals had another release at this time coming out with Toothy, Leafy, Pandy, and Carrot. Next, we got a spring assortment of Lalaloopsy Littles dolls, including 8 new Lalaloopsy Littles: Streamer's Carnival, Confetti's little sister, Posy Golden Petals, Mari's little sister, Dreamy Wishes, Smiley sister, Breezy Sky, making the Sky family 3 big now, Wishes Slice O Cake, Candle's little counterpart, Giggles Fruit Drops, Sugar's little sister, Malo Sweet Fluff, Toasty's little, and Wispy Sugar Puff, who is Whimsy's little sister. Then the summer of 2015 was a surprisingly massive time for Lalaloopsy franchise. Starting with new dolls, of course. This included Fluffy Bouncy Paws, Whistle Kick and Score, Royalty Honey Stripes, and Cherry Prim and Proper. And then we got the Lalaloopsy Girls Crazy Hair Dolls. This line included Cinder Slippers, Confetti Carnival, Scoops Waffle Cone, and Jewel Sparkles. These dolls' hair was movable, so you could curl it with the provided curling rod. They also came with glitter gel and extra hair for extra fun. And next was another release that I had no idea existed before researching for this video. It's the Lalaloopsy Super Silly Party Crochet Dolls. They're so cute, and I'm glad I found out about them. I literally need all of them now. The characters chosen for this line were Crumb Sugar Cookie, Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, and Peanut Big Top. After this, in July, were the limited edition Super Silly Party regular 13-inch Lalaloopsy dolls. This line includes a new variation of your favorite Lalaloopsy dolls and a charm bracelet for you. The dolls were Jewel Sparkles, Crumbs Sugar Cookie, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, and Peanut Big Top. And just in time for the 5-year anniversary of Lalaloopsy, the Super Silly Party musical cake playset for the Lalaloopsy Minis was released. In August of 2015, the Lalaloopsy newborns were released. These have confused me for so long. Who are these newborns? Anyways, this toy line included Bear, Teddy Bear, Mint Ice Cream, Yellow Ice Cream, Kitty in yellow and red, Cupcake in pink and yellow, Cherry Pie, Blackberry Pie, and Bunny in pink and blue. And next is not a toy released solely by MGA, but a collaboration with Build-A-Bear. Together, they made 4 dolls. You could go to Build-A-Bear to sew on the very last stitch of your favorite Lalaloopsy dolls. The included characters were Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, Peanut Big Top, and Crumb Sugar Cookie, if you are not surprised. After this collaboration, there was a new addition to the Lalaloopsy Girls line, giving us the Cake Fashion dolls, Candle O Cake, and Fancy Frosting Glaze. Next was the Lalaloopsy Baking Oven. That was a 2-in-1 with a real oven and a play stove. So basically, just a Lalaloopsy branded Easy Bake Oven. It's really cute though. Our next Lalaloopsy release is the Super Silly Party Littles, giving us Trinket Sparkles, Sprinkles Spice Cookie, Bundles Fluff and Stuff, and Squirt Little Top, all ready for a super silly party. After this, we once again have Lalaloopsy Babies. Potty surprise this time. Yay! If you want a poopy Jewel Sparkles or Mittens Fluff and Stuff, this is the release for you. I'm so happy for you. Our next toy is another gimmick doll. Peanut Big Top is the Dance With Me doll. The gimmick is pretty self-explanatory. This doll had big shoes that would move around when you put her on the floor, inviting you to dance and sing along with her. The fall assortment of dolls came shortly after this, including 3 new dolls, Keys, Sharps, and Flats, Strings, Pick, and Strum, and another new gimmick hair doll, the Glitter Hair Doe. Tress, Twist, and Braid, whose doughy hair allowed you to do whatever you wanted, included plastic scissors and some cute new hair accessories. The final release of 2015 was the Lalaloopsy Girls styling heads, giving you big versions of Peanut Big Top and Jewel Sparkles. Styling heads have always scared me, but these ones are surprisingly very cute. I don't know if it's just the art style, but I kind of love them. That is the end of 2015. This was actually a great year for Lalaloopsy releases, just not the company itself. I just love the Lalaloopsy Girls so much, I cannot lie. Now we have made it to 2016. The first release of the year was special editions of 2 dolls, bakery edition of Crumb Sugar Cookie that came with some baking accessories, and the checkup edition of Rosy Bumps and Bruises that included a doll-sized stethoscope and a first aid kit. Next was returning character dolls that were just in different packaging. I don't understand this release at all. I can only find evidence of a Pillow Featherbed who did have a new outfit on, and Mittens Fluff and Stuff who did not. So I'm not sure. Let me know if you remember that release down below. After that, the Lalaloopsy Babies Mermaids were released. And this small line was Coral Seashells and Sandy Starfish. I have no words left for the babies. I'm just afraid. That's it. The next release was the Lalaloopsy Magic 2-in-1 Kitchen and Cafe. I'm actually obsessed with this. It's so cute. I love the little top banner thing. I love it. It's so cute. I think it's a lovely playset to spark creativity in kids. The next release is more Lalaloopsy dolls, giving us Water Melly Seeds, Bubbles Smack and Pop, and Cake Dunk and Crumble. And in August of 2016, we would get the last release of the year. Yes, you heard that right. That's literally it. That's all that came out in 2016 after I finished the sentence, obviously. The final release was 4 new dolls, Princess Edition of Jewel Sparkles, Mittens Fluff and Stuff, and 2 new Lalas, Sugar Fruit Drops, and Whimsy Sugar Puff. That, as I said, is the end of 2016 in terms of Lalaloopsy. I think it's at this point that you can really track the downfall of Lalaloopsy, just in the decline of products released. It's crazy. If you know anything about Lalaloopsy, you know what 2017 means for the franchise. With that, shall we move on? I do declare. The first release of 2017 came with the infamous rebrand. Lalaloopsy got a deal for a Netflix show, which led to new dolls. They now have brushable synthetic hair and one arm in a forever pose. The dolls included in this release were Stormy Sky, Jewel Sparkles, Crumb's Sugar Cookie, and Spot Spotter Splashed. Following the Netflix release, the Lalaloopsy Minis also now have removable clothing, allowing you to interchange the clothing between all of your Lalaloopsies and build a complete wardrobe. And that is everything that happened in 2017. Which is crazy when you look at how many releases came out in the Lalaloopsy prime years. By 2018, Lalaloopsy was completely discontinued, and the entire franchise was removed from the MGA website. All of the Lalaloopsy fans were so sad to see the quiet discontinuation of their favorite dolls. Most people assumed this would be the very last of Lalaloopsy, and they would fade into obscurity, only for the franchise to be lost to time. But then 2021 came, and hashtag Bring Back Lalaloopsy was everywhere, as well as a petition being signed by thousands of mothers and fans. No one knew if this would work out, but it did. MGA took to Instagram to let it be known that they heard our pleas, and Lalaloopsy was set to return just in time for the 10th anniversary. So, in August of 2021, 10th anniversary dolls were released, including Pixie Flutters, Crumb Sugar Cookie, Jewel Sparkles, Cloudy and Stormy Sky, and Sweetie Candy Ribbon. Also at this time, the Celebration Doll Pack was released, including Sisters Candle and Wishes O Cake. And of course, with the large Lala release was some new 10th anniversary Lalaloopsy Littles. Sprinkle Spice Cookie, Bundles Fluff and Stuff, Trinket Sparkles, Breezy Sky, Twinkle and Flutters, and 3 new Littles. Dot Starlight finally got a little sister named Comet Starlight. Lolly Candy Ribbon was unveiled as Sweetie Candy Ribbon's little counterpart. And making the largest family in the history of Lalaloopsy, Rainy Sky was released to join her 3 sisters, Storm, Cloud, and Breezy Sky. After this, MGA brought back the Silly Hairline, giving us April Sunsplash, Confetti Carnival, and Scoops Waffle Cone, who all returned with silly new hair. In September of 2021, the Princess Party Sister Pack was released. which included 2 new Lalaloopsy dolls, Crumpet and Teacup Hearts, along with their pets. This release included mini versions of the girls and Crumpet's Dalmatian. The next month, Crumpet and Teacup joined Suzette and Mimi LaSweet in the Tea Party 4 doll pack, which also included minis just like the Princess Party pack. And with that, everything from Lalaloopsy in 2021 has been covered. There's a bunch of wonderful releases giving life to Lalaloopsy once again. But surprisingly, we are still not done. In January of 2022, MJA re-released the Bubbly Mermaid doll, Ocean Sea Breeze returning, and the introduction of a new mermaid, Laguna Sea Splash. Later that year in July, the Color Me line got a new addition in the form of soft dolls. 2 new dolls were released, these being Spot Splatter Splash and a new character, Penny Dots and Blots. I think they're so cute, and they really remind me of the Doodle Bears from 2010. And the final release of Lalaloopsy was the 10th anniversary re-release of the minis, going back to their previous style without the interchangeable clothing and the original name. This return was done in 3 series, happening in January, July, and a limited release on Amazon in October. They also re-released the Lalaloopsy Mini Treehouse playset. And that, my freaks, is all of the Lalaloopsy dolls, toys, playsets, collectibles, literally everything from Bitty Buttons in 2010 to where we are right now. There are thousands of Lalaloopsy fans all over the world, all collecting and loving Lalaloopsy, even today, almost 3 years after the last release, and so close to 15 years since Lalaloopsy was created. I love Lalaloopsy and had such a great time making this video, revisiting my favorite childhood dolls, and learning about the other Lalaloopsy toys that I didn't have. Thank you to the Lalaloopsy Reddit community that also helped with giving me some extra information to include in this video. If you're watching this, I appreciate you very much. The comment section is always open for discussion. Who is your favorite Lalaloopsy doll? Did you know about all of these releases, or did something surprise you like it did me? When did you start collecting Lalaloopsies? And if you know if I mistakenly forgotten a release, let's talk about it down below. My favorite doll is Scrap Stitched and Sewn. I cannot lie, we have the closest birthday and I just love her. As well as all of the Lalaloopsy girls, I love them dearly. The day I get a Lalaloopsy girl is the day my heart will grow 3 sizes bigger, or some Dr. Seuss shit. I promise. I look forward to chatting with you guys. Again, this is part 2 of my Lalaloopsy series. In part 1, I did a general overview of Lalaloopsy, the downfall and inevitable discontinuation. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the description. I would also like to announce part 3 will be coming out as soon as I have it ready. In that video, I'm going to be covering all of the digital media of Lalaloopsy, including movies, the online world, the games, the TV show, literally everything. I'm very excited, and I hope I will see you there. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you always. Like and subscribe so I can make more content like this. And with that, Penelope Peculiar is out of the building. No, I really do have to go.